At Agnelli Enterprise, this firm is different because we genuinely pursue something with meaning. We build homes with a story behind them. The Agnelli Story Collection is when we take these concepts and we take a piece of property and we, from start to finish, develop and design and build a concept based off of these people that have had an immense impact on our lives. When you have a foundation like that, you might not be perfect, but you're not going to miss the metric of why you're doing what you're doing. It separates our work. So right now where we're at in the project, really all the preparation, the staging, the ordering, all the stuff on the back of house is really done. Everything has been procured, taken off, ordered, scheduled delivery. At really this point, it's up to the guys in the field to bring up the whole recipe and bring it together. So typically I'm on site, if not every other day, every day, but majority of the updates is via phone and through our software and whatnot. So it's definitely different to be here in person and walk all these final details that are coming in. Right now, it's really just making sure that everyone has what they need, that no one's deviating from the plan, and that everything is where it's supposed to be. Just, again, as these ingredients come in, they're being placed in the right areas and done the right way. Holy shit.
Looks great.
It's perfect, man. You know what that sand did too, Dave? It took away all like the little hairs and the little things that were stuck to it.
I took different steps for them before
this
process. I got different rollers, I taped them up, I made sure there was no lint, like a bunch of things to make sure that it looked good.
Because really all we're talking about is the top coat, right? It's really like the gel coat of the
And we did 2 of those.
Yeah. So here previously we had about like an 1.5 inch gap here when we applied the casing and when the tile finished off, and it just didn't look right having that gap. So we took off the end cap that we had and we infilled this with basically an 1.5 inch piece. And it just makes, these are the details that separate where we're looking to go in complacency, you know? It's just about a level of standard between him and I that we talk about all the time, and I give him the freedom to make these calls, and he does them as I would do them, if not better. So over the course of time, just like a position player and a quarterback, you really get to know each other, and
it takes some time.
It takes some time, yeah.
At the beginning, there was a lot of what you don't see anymore, like confirmation calls. Maybe I knew what it's supposed to look like, but we would still get on the phone and confirm. And then it just so happened that over time, his answers were the same as mine. So
then my responses started being, why are you even calling? You know what the answer is going to be, almost type of thing, you know? And again, that gives him the opportunity to really grow into the role where he's supposed to be. So yeah, it's construction. And I think that's the hardest part about the normal person off the street, is they expect everything to just be like IKEA. You get a direction set, you get a box of supplies, and you install it together, and it's supposed to be perfect, and that's not the way it works. Again, we live in a subjective world, so if I were to crush every subjective question or answer that I'm not physically coming up with, then you can never grow a team. But
if he had to answer the phone for every little phone call, then
no, I'd be fucked.
Yeah, he might as well be here every day.
Correct. As we get to this point and the things are coming in, again, you start to see more and more of the characteristics and the reflections of Otto as we planned out the whole time. Of course, when you're building the shell of the home or you're roughing it in, it's really hard to see these characteristics really just on the shape of it. But a lot of the elegance and the class of Otto you're starting to see now in little touches and little things, right? The tongue and ceilings, groove ceilings that are done now and finished off. Again, it's just kind of like a little element to a beautiful design ceiling architecturally, yes, and then just putting on a little accessory that's not over the top, but just kind of speaks to the detail that Otto was prone to find, you know? As we get more and more close and places really cleaning up, we're starting to see how the natural light affects different things and affects finishes, which is what we're really going for. Again, the house in layman's terms is almost shaped like an O, so every aspect of it, you can almost see the interior of it, and it's really starting to shine. So yeah, there's so many small decisions that were made throughout the last 8 to 10 months that were, again, the end goal is to reflect these details, and now to see them really come into real life, it's just a constant reminder of the person that we're reflecting in the story that we're curating, you know? So it's really cool to see.
World panel, this is Andrew.
Hi, Andrew. My name is Nick Agnelli. I'm a contractor developer here in Jupiter area, and I really wear two hats on a daily basis. It's obviously the sales and the estimating side of, you know, future jobs and landing jobs, and then I guess historically you would call me like a project manager, which is more like material procurement, details. When you get RFIs, requests for information about how to build something or what materials you're using or the process to build them, breaking that down and giving that to the guys. So, you know, really the gaps that I feel are on the front side and building the estimates and the jobs and making sure that those are done correctly and whatnot. And then throughout the process of the job, finding, sourcing, and ironing out anything that is the disconnect between the guys doing the work in the field and the fabrication of it, and, you know, the material supply and what we're giving to those guys to make sure that lines up. Because in the end of the day, you can give the guys all the information, but if the material isn't making sense, or, you know, for us too, we try to, you know, naturally value engineer something. So if you can get the same product for 60% of the price, looking into stuff like that as well. It takes an incredible amount of faith to do what we're doing, where we're building multi-million-dollar homes and multiple of those, and we don't have a buyer for them necessarily right now. You're in the process of building something, and that's incredibly scary. But the way we work through that fear or doubt is to just put a plan and execute that plan every day and work as hard as we can with the sense of urgency and the discipline and our standards that we have. Knowing that if not us, then who? Who's going to produce, or who's going to push the standards, who's going to represent what we do. That's why I talk so much about the why, because when you talk about the why of what we're doing, it kind of boxes out the voices of the doubt or the fear or the anxiety or the stress. Because if we're on our path and we're committed to our path and what we're saying, then ultimately we should believe in what we're doing. And if you have the belief, then there's always going to be doubt, but that's faith. Fuck's going on, Ralph?
What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Good to see you in paradise.
How you doing?
Good, dude.
Take a seat.
I met Nick last year at one of his first projects called Helene. We developed a really good relationship from the day we started, from the day he called me. And from there, it just took off into different aspects of the business. The good thing about working with Nick is, yes, we do have a landscape plan, but he is totally willing and flexible enough to change those plans where my expertise comes in, and I can tell him where things fit better and what works in different places. I was always the one who always asked the questions, hey, do you like this? Do you mind if I do put this here? And he turned to me and said, Ralph, you're the landscaper. I trust you. I hired you. If it looks like shit, I'm gonna tell you. That is something that you don't get often with builders, because they are building spec and everything has to be to the blueprint. But Nick puts his trust in all of his subs and his employees. And Nick is definitely, you know, the one-on-one builder that, you know, not everybody knows, but they're gonna know soon. You definitely have to do your research of who that person is that Nick is building the house behind, to try to put the material to life based upon that name of the home. So it is definitely a one-on-one kind of build that you are able to put your own thoughts into it. But again, sticking with that, who that person is that is behind the build. On a personal level, I think Nick and I have gained a little bit of a friendship. He's gave me some motivation to get my business off the ground. Always talks about mentorship and his mentors, and you know, I could say Nick, you know, definitely mentored me to try to push to the next level to get my business, you know, moving forward.
So you sell all types of quartzites, granites, cristallos. So Mike, you see a honed finish?
Yeah,
Yeah.
sort of like a matte finish.
It's like a leather finish almost, yeah. I know you had sent Mike like 3 or 4 options on the viola, right? Honed wise, this is just your 2cm selection, and then you have a 3cm selection.
No 3cm.
Okay,
2.
just 2.
This one.
That one in the corner there.
And that's 2cm as well?
That's 2cm as well. Another one. 2cm one.
No, this one's a little bit more white. The other one has like more.
It's got more veins.
Tone on it.
It's got a shit ton more movement.
Show you this other option.
Yeah. You carry Caesar stone?
Caesar stone. No.
Okay.
There's the second one on the left.
Oh wow. I like that one a lot.
Hello.
Good morning.
Dan Man's with me. Okay, so there's 3 lots for 2cm hone here, right? This is the first one.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's really nice. Yeah.
Let's go to the second one.
Are you at Ron's?
I am at, Ron doesn't have the viola right now. I'm at Prime Stones for Santiago.
Oh, great. Well,
Yeah.
tell them I said hi.
I will. Okay, so this is the second one.
Oh, that's nice too.
Yeah, way different movement, right?
Yeah, very different.
And here's the third one.
Oh, that's beautiful. I like the third one.
Okay, I was hoping for a,
Do you agree?
yes, and that's the first one he showed us too. It's got more browns in it too, like a little bit more
It's
depth there.
beautiful.
Yeah. Okay.
I love that.
I was praying for like a gut response like that, and that's all I needed. So I just didn't know if we wanted more like the second one had a shit ton more movement. I didn't know because they were smaller pieces if we wanted. Okay.
Yeah, and that slab's really beautiful.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. It's
Okay, great.
gorgeous.
Thank you, ma'am. That is all. Yes. This is the last one we're picking out, and then we're all set. That is so fucking good.
What's this slab going to?
Otto's Master Vanity Tops. Oh man, we're pumped. How classy.
What about this material made you guys gravitate toward this?
Like this was forged in the earth. How fucking sick is that? You know, I don't know it. Just the beauty in the natural stone, how this was curated, taking a big ass piece of rock out of the earth, slicing it into bread sliced pieces and having this much natural grain and beauty in it. I mean, how is it not poetic? I don't know. And I just picked the most expensive one out of the 3, I'm assuming? Yeah.
Just the extra one?
Yeah.
This is the latest one that came in, yeah.
Yeah. That's the one he led his email with. Smart guy. Yeah, I'm going to show you the best one first. The other ones are, you know, comparative. Yeah, hook, line, sinker, Santi. See that high kick?
Sticking down head. Physical stickies, I got digital stickies. I write things down probably like three times in different places, so nothing falls through the cracks. I put it in my phone. I'm an absolute psychopath. A big part of this job, you know, we only have so many hours in the day, so you got to prioritize and just kind of hit, you know, your biggest fires first or whatever's most important. Anything that's time sensitive. If there's something that the guys out in the field like need yesterday, you know, I'll put that at the top of my list.
As Agnelli Enterprise started to grow and we became an actual business and we started developing our operations and our concepts, I knew that I needed, you know, kind of an anchor to that. I knew that I needed someone who was extremely particular, held themselves to a very high standard, was almost obsessive with their work, and could really conceptualize and understand the depth of contract and law, and making sure that our business is always protected with insurances and that the client's always protected with the liens and waivers and everything, right? And so I reached out and found a out-of-house counsel, a attorney to represent Agnelli Enterprise if anything were ever go awry, and that attorney ended up being Michael Billings, and he was with his law firm at the time. And so later that year, this is now entering into 2024, Mike and I were talking back and forth, and he had decided on his own that he wanted to leave law. I decided to take a shot on him and give it a go. I thought that if this guy was exactly who I thought he would be, then this is going to be a grassroots anchor to every bit of our systems that align with our field work.
Nick is self-aware enough to see that there was a potential blind spot there for him, so he brought me in because he knows I'm a details guy. And he's a big picture guy, right? He's the visionary. And he needs somebody's help on a daily basis to make sure he's implementing that plan. So I think we balance each other out really well. He works his tail off, he treats people well, and he's working with you hand in hand as a team member. That just kind of rubs off on everybody. So, it starts with him. And I think we all kind of share the same qualities that he has. We're all passionate about what we do. We come in here with a sense of purpose. I wake up in the morning and I'm ready to go to work. And I sit here all day, I barely take a break. I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm not burnt out. I'm in the flow. I could sit here in this chair all day long and stare at the screen and be talking on the phone, be calling people, negotiating, doing deals, what have you. I'm enjoying every single moment of it.
Almost 3 years in now with Mike, it's been such a journey and a process, but in this last year, he's really leaned in and grown into that role of Chief Operating Officer. About 6 months ago, I said to Mike, in the next while, I need to look for someone who would be a great accent to our office team. And ironically enough, about a month later at our Christmas party that we hold every December, Olivia Collado, who is a girlfriend of one of our tradesmen, and us connected, and she really loved our vibe and the culture that we represented, and basically asked if there was an opportunity here.
Since I started, even though it was only 5 months ago I started, I would say it's really like a family here. Everyone was very welcoming, and I've learned a lot from everyone individually. So I would say it's very important to me. I look forward to coming here every day and getting to see everybody, hang out with everybody. So I would say it really is like a family here.
She's only been here for 5 months, but the amount of growth that I've already seen in her is insane. She's 23 years old, and the most important thing is that this is what she really wants to do. She was very persistent to chase this job, and she earned it when she got it, and she's been earning her role continuously throughout this process. I think you give her another year or two, and she's going to be an absolute weapon.
You hear about all the things that are happening when you're in the office, but to see it really helps it make it feel real. I didn't know Otto personally, but definitely when you walk in here, you can see the house is, really embodying somebody, and all the things that, he may have liked or something that really speaks to him. So I think one day when someone does purchase the home, that they will, feel the same way, and that the house speaks to them, and that, it really fits who they are as a person.
It just gives you a lot of pride coming here and seeing the quality of work that's being done. And every project, you just keep getting better and better. And every time I come here, I just smile. I mean, this is really fulfilling. And this is really just a testament to Otto. We want to show him what we're capable of. And I'm sure he's looking down right now, looking at this saying, this looks incredible, This place is perfect.